Sexy. Sustainability.
Meditate. Masturbate. Medicate. And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the show. Guess what? Guess what, guys? Kimbo's got a guest. That's right. I'm excited, guys. As you know, we've had some burlesque dancers in the past come and join us. You know that like burlesque is literally like there's like sisterhood. They're like cousins to the pole dance community. So again, I wanted to bring on another amazing. Let me just put some respect on her name real quick. Okay, this is her bio. We got Miss Playboy Denmark Playmates, January 2020. We got Miss Burlesque World 2022. And then we got the number 37 burlesque performer in the world, guys. We got Shimmy LaRoux. Say hi.
Yes. Hi, how are you?
Very good. Very good. Did you like how I just, gave you a whole spiel, girl? Look at that. She's like,
I feel fancy. I'm flipping back my non-existent hair. So, it's working out.
It's so funny, guys, because in her profile picture on her Instagram, she's got this like long, luxurious, like locks of hair. And then when I met you too, Shimmy, you were rocking the sexy bald beauty look. And if you guys are watching in our visuals, that's what she's giving.
Yeah. I've definitely, when I am not on stage, 9.5 times out of 10, I am bald or very close to it. I usually only wear hair when I'm on stage or when I don't want to be recognized anywhere.
Okay.
I wear hair.
I got you. Well, you guys, she does, because you heard what I just said over there. Okay. So this woman over here, and then also your pronouns are she, her. So
yes,
I want to also,
she, her.
She, her. That's something that I want to get better at doing with everybody, just asking every guest, their pronoun, because you know what? You just never know these days, and I want to be respectful. So, but Shimmy, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself? Like, how did you get into burlesque dancing?
Oh, it is a story and a tale of tacos. It's a tale of tacos. So I was out with a friend of mine. We were eating tacos at one of the many taquerias here in Chicago, Illinois. And we wanted to walk off the tacos because we did the most. We went ham on those. So we had to walk them off. And we walked by a studio and we saw this poster of all of like these performers, and it said learn burlesque here. And they had take a teaser class for like $2 or something.
Okay.
And it seemed fun. And we were like, sure, why not? Now that might have been the margaritas talking. I don't know. But we were like, sure, let's do it. It'll be fun. So we signed up for the class, come back the next week, take it. And I fell in love. I fell in love with the entire concept of movement and storytelling and being able to be sexy or funny. Like I just loved everything about it, because in my life, I was very much not that. So I was very much not that. So I took classes for a year and a half. I debuted a year and a half later, and I have been performing for 7 years at this point.
Wow, 7 years, gee, wow.
7 years.
And you know what I was gonna say, because I'm like so me and Shimmy know each other because we both performed in Jeezy Juke's Jeezy Juke's oh my god, I'm like literally Juke joint. I'm like, the listeners know how high I be getting, y'all. So your girl's feeling extra high right now. I had a long day of work. So Jeezy Juke's, Jeezy, Jeez Louise, she was actually on the show not too long, she was a couple of episodes ago. And that's what we met. We both performed for that one. And that was in Chicago too. It was at the Promontory. Great time. Loved you guys. Loved all, like, I remember when I walked in there and I just like was surrounded by all the like energy of like the burlesque community. It was like so special because I was the only pole dancer that was hired for that variety hour. But like literally, like I was just like loving the community so much. And then I met all you guys and we just kind of stayed connected, And 7 years now, 7 years, Shimmy LaRoux. It just like, does it feel like 7 years? Because it doesn't. It feels weird, right? It's like time's going by quick.
Not at all. Like there are some instances where I definitely feel like a grandma, because I start to find myself saying, well, back in my day or when I started burlesque, and I'm like, okay, look here, old lady.
Okay.
But then at the same time, I feel like I've only been doing it for a couple of years. So it definitely does not feel like it's been very long, but it feels like it sometimes has been forever. And I love that duality. It's pretty awesome.
That's amazing. Yeah. Cause I was like, we met about like 2 or 3 years ago, I would say.
Yeah.
And so yeah. And then you were doing burlesque. So like, and it's like crazy because the pandemic, everything's a blur. So, but yeah, that's amazing, and shout out to you at 7 years. And then you're obviously, with your bio, girl, that's super impressive. Like, not only did you kind of stumble into this, and then you did mention how you said like you weren't necessarily like your burlesque character at all in real life. Can you elaborate on that? Like,
no, because when I moved to Chicago, I was still in advertising at that time. So I grew up very, very religious. Like my family was very religious. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Ooh, that's juicy, girl.
Speaking in tongues, falling out, the whole kit and caboodle.
Wow.
Yeah, and I am still the black sheep of the family. So I ended up moving to Seattle, getting involved in tech. I was very much a tech bro.
Wow.
Like very, very into tech, was working in advertising at the time, moved to Chicago because I wanted to work at a Mad Men type agency.
Oh.
And the only places that still had them were Chicago and New York. Okay. And I did not like New York. So I was like, well, we're moving to Chicago. So moved to Chicago, worked for an ad agency. Like I was living that life. And that life is very, like, folks like to think it's kind of wild and crazy, but it's not. It's still very much, you have to fit into this camp, you have to fall into these rules, you still have to do this kind of stuff. And there's a lot of creativity, but there's not a lot of creativity.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And so, yeah, I was a project manager, then moved over to being a product manager. And so my life was very regimented, and burlesque gave me the opportunity to not be regimented at all.
That's amazing. I love hearing your story because literally, like, in burlesque, like, yes, right, you guys are performing, you guys have characters, right, that you put on, but in real life, you know what I mean, in the sense of real life, whatever, but in our day-to-day, you might be a lawyer, a dentist, a doctor, you never know. Yes. Which is so cool. So I didn't know that your background was that.
Yeah, and my background is still tech adjacent now. So when I am not performing, I own my own business. I own a diversity, equity, and inclusion consultancy.
Come on now.
So yeah, so I do that now, and I work primarily with tech companies just because I know how to speak the language. But but yeah, it's been great, and I love learning the real jobs, and I put that in huge quotes of performance because performing is absolutely a real job. But I love learning like the second jobs. There's tons of teachers, tons of lawyers, tons of doctors, tons of professionals of all stripes, tons of moms. Like, there's so many people in the industry that you would never think, oh wow, you get naked on stage for money also. That's great.
But like, how dope is that? Like, you're literally in there, you got your own business, girls killing it, which, love it. Yes. And then also, by the way, on the weekends or whatever, like, I'm not literally in the office, I'm over here like shaking my titties, you know what I'm saying? Like, getting that shmoney, and like, what a like, just like, what's the word? I can't even gather the word I'm trying to get. Like, it just must feel so outer body because you're just like, I get to experience this whole other side of me. How exciting is that? Like, burlesque, like, and then so you said you started that taking classes, and then, but like, when it came to the classes, did you ever see yourself like taking it to that level of like being a performer and traveling all over the world or whatever? And like, yeah.
Not really. I think the first thing that I really wanted to do is I just wanted to get on stage. Like, I just wanted to have a solo and get on stage.
Okay.
And then when I did, I was like, oh no, I want to do this consistently now. And that was it. Like, but I never ever in my mind thought this is going to be something that's literally going to take me to multiple continents. This is going to be something in which I'm going to win awards and titles. Like, I never thought about any of that stuff. It's still kind of weird to think about now. It's like, it's still weird to think about.
Right? Yeah. Right. Yeah. You have that moment. Right. You just, girl, I saw that moment and she had this look in her eye, was like, wait a minute now. You know, like, holy shit. I missed, what was it? Playboy Denmark Playmate? I mean, first of all, yes. Okay. And like, that's another thing too. The burlesque community is so wide. Like, there's we got burlesque dancers all over the world, but then like the burlesque fans are loyal and they will follow you. And it doesn't matter what country or state or wherever, you know. So, and then here on your bio, so you put in Houston and Chicago. Now, are those your main bases of like, you know, where you perform at, or?
So Houston is where I'm born and raised.
Oh, you're from Houston. Okay.
Ironically, I have never performed in Houston.
Girl.
Yep. I've never
performed.
Your guess is as good as mine. Well, I'm saying if there's producers out there, book a bitch.
Okay. All right. We got to make that happen. We got to make that happen.
I have never performed at home, but born and raised in Houston. Chicago is my performance base.
Okay.
So yeah. But I grew up as a burlesque performer in Chicago.
In Chicago. Okay. So that is where Shimmy LaRoux.
Yes. Shimmy LaRoux was born and raised in Chicago. Yeah.
That's where she came out the womb. Okay.
Exactly. Not fully formed. Definitely rough around the edges at the very beginning. Homegirl had to grow up.
Okay, and you know, and that's okay, because you know, and that leads me to the next question. It's like, so like, wouldn't you say that burlesque dancers have like, say, maybe a specific, like they talk about like what their type of burlesque, because the burlesque is all, like you said, you can do just like pole dance. It's so fascinating because it's so aligned with pole dancing to me, and I love that because you guys, like I said, y'all are cousins, we sisters, you know, we in the family, you know, and sex working and just, you know, being like sexual and just, you know, all that. But it's like, yeah, I can't, like, it's pretty amazing how you're from Houston, you know, you come here in Chicago, you're trying to do, you know, you're working your tech job, and then all of a sudden you take a class and then you're like, wow, Shimmy LaRoux has, like, kind of like Sasha Fierce. She has been birthed here in Chicago. And then this is now your home to perform. Mm-hmm. So that's just really, really amazing. And like, I do really enjoy that the burlesque community has that sort of community that I see. And I'm just like a big fan. So okay. So I know that you're here local. It's exciting because I get to see you perform very soon.
Yes. So yeah, Juke Joint is coming back up. It is the 10th anniversary. It is actually going to be the last time that it is based in Chicago because Jesus moved to New Orleans.
Exactly.
And so it makes sense. The show comes where she is. So this is going to be the last time that it is based in Chicago. So if you don't have tickets, get them now. Frankly, they may already be sold out. But this year I'm extra honored because I am hosting the Thursday night show and I am performing in the Friday night show.
Okay. So yes. Okay. That's what I thought. Cause I was like, wait a minute. I know I see you perform because I'm going to go on Friday. To see you perform. And then of course, and then Jeezy's going to be hosting on Friday. So and I might go to Hotbox too. That's something that I have to see, like what I got going on. But
look, y'all, Hotbox. Whoo, y'all. Okay, so Hotbox is the only show where we can actually have nudity.
And y'all heard that? Titties.
I'm just saying, Hotbox is the only show you can have nudity. And think about Hotbox like the club. That's every time there is a Hotbox. It's just like being in the club, except you actually want to be there.
Girl, because I'm gonna say I haven't been in the club in a long time. If it's not for work,
right? You actually want to be there, and some of the bodies that are going to be there, holy shit! Like Samson Knight's gonna be there, Queen Kwan is gonna be there, Body Confidence for Queens are gonna be there, Zerad Katonic. I have almost the entire list memorized because I'm
do.
I'm like yes, because I'm that excited. I'm like, let me go ahead and start collecting my singles now.
You're not gonna perform in Hotbox though. You're gonna perform.
No, I'm not performing in Hotbox. No.
Okay, got you.
But I'm like, let me go ahead and start collecting my singles now. I know I'm gonna have to be like.
Tip the ladies, tip the stars, tip the performers, guys. Exactly. Always. Cute. I'm really excited. Like, it's gonna be Jeezy's Juke Joint is gonna be believe it's March 25th to this 26th.
It's the 24th through the 26th.
Okay, and that's March 24, 25, and 26. So then,
I literally had to pull up my calendar again because I've been forgetting.
That's what it is too. I literally have to live. I live off my calendar, girl. If it's not in there, I'm like, I don't know what exists. I'm like, oh Lord. So okay, well, cute. Okay, so I think I kind of like got high and had a moment, like went a different direction. But I remembered my question before. I wanted to ask you about the diversity of burlesque dancing, and like also just kind of wanted to know if there was like any sort of like you know, like stereotypes or stigmas within the community, because like there is some in the poll, and you know, it's always juicy to know the tea. And I like to hear about that with burlesque, because like I would just feel like it, you know, with the same divide, is there like black pole dancers that stick together, the white pole dancers, I mean, I'm sorry, black burlesque dancers stick together, the, you know, black white burlesque dancers stick together. Is that kind of that same like
So
community there?
I can answer both of your questions together. So
Yes.
the answer is yes, there are different styles of burlesque, and yes, there are different styles based on if you're black or not. And you get shit for both of those. So the two major categories, and I put that in quotation marks, is classic burlesque and neo burlesque. And so when we think of classic burlesque, most people think of people like Betty Page, Tempest Storm, the old white women of the 1950s and 60s. And then when they think of neo, they think of anything else that's not that.
Okay.
However, that's incorrect. There are a ton of styles in burlesque. There is a ton of styles. And so there's shake dancing, and Bibi Bardot, and I want to make sure I specifically shout out Bibi Bardot. She is a librarian and a historian, and she has done amazing work in pulling out the history and taking the chronology of Black shake dancers in history. So all of the Black burlesque performers that we see, a lot of them are shake dancers, and that shake dancing informs a lot of the burlesque style that we see now. Like a lot of the shimmies, a lot of the shaking, a lot of the fringe work, a lot of the more high energy burlesque comes from shake dancing and not from neo burlesque. So even when you see white
shake
people
dancing.
doing that,
Where did that work? What is that from, a specific culture, like shake, or is it just like a style?
Yeah, it comes from Africa, then moved into the South.
Got
you saw a lot of it from the 40s to the 60s. So think of like Tina Turner.
Ah, okay, I got the visual. That helped. Oh my God, yes, yeah. Tina Turner, and y'all.
So, okay. Right. So we have our legends like Tony Elling, who's still in Detroit. Miss Topsy, who we just lost recently, Lottie the Body, like these are all of our legends who are all shake dancers. And so even, Gina Dell, so like all of these performers from art history that we really didn't know about until like maybe 10, 15 years ago, because, you know, racism. We didn't really know about them, but they all came from this tradition into burlesque. And so a lot of the things that you now see in burlesque, again, like the high energy, the tassel twirling, the shaking, the shimmies, the way that our bodies move, even bringing in things like twerking and all of those things come from a Black tradition. And so they're now being integrated into neo burlesque, but it's really Black shake dancing. So that's another kind of vein of burlesque, and that's a vein that I am exploring more of, because again, my family and history are Caribbean also, so taking some of that spirit and that vibe into my own like body movement is kind of where I'm starting to explore more. It's kind of to honor my own peoples.
I love it.
And so when we also think about neo, that's also kind of like performance art, more kind of theater focused. So again, your bigger storytelling, your nerd less, that kind of stuff is more neo burlesque. The stereotype, however, is that classic is only for white people. It's not. It's not. It's because we only have seen white people do it. Why?
Right.
Racism.
Okay.
But there have been a ton of really great classic performers who are not white. I think about Lola Lestrange, and if you can find, it's a video from the Burlesque Hall of Fame, Lola Lestrange, when she does Best Debut. That's you just search for that for the video. She does an amazing classic act to a cover of Baby Got Back.
Whoa.
And it is pure classic. It is pure classic, but it's Black as fuck.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's phenomenal.
You know what we need? You know what we need, Shimmy? And mind you, I don't know if this exists already. We need like a motherfucking competition, like show, like with burlesque dancers all around the world, and you get crowned like, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like on TV, like HBO, like I need to see this. Like I need to follow burlesque dancers in their regular lives. And don't you see? Does it exist?
I would love a drag race for burlesque performers.
Thank you. That's what I'm looking for. Like a drag race, but burlesque. Why doesn't that exist? Like
because no one actually respects burlesque. Everyone thinks burlesque is the movie Burlesque.
Oh,
Everyone thinks
girl.
it's top hats and little bustles and Leg Avenue bullshit. It's not. Oh, I also curse a lot. Is that okay?
No, girl, please. If you don't, yes, of course. We are
I
out here.
I check myself.
Fuck.
I was oh shit. I'm out.
Right?
But
No,
yeah,
you good, girl. You good. Like I don't. No filter.
Perfect. But we do have the noir pageant, and that was started by Pro Noir, who is an icon in Black Burlesque. It's like we're still trying to figure out, what do you call someone who is like far and away and has like the history and legacy, but isn't like old enough to be a legend yet? Because Pearl's not old, but she most certainly is like legendary.
Okay.
So we don't really have the language for it quite yet. So I've been using icon. So the Pro Noir has started the Noir pageant, and it's a POC competition designed explicitly for performers to like showcase their styles of burlesque. And it's fucking phenomenal. It's out of New York. It's absolutely phenomenal. But you're right. I would love to see Drag Race, but for burlesque performers.
Make it motherfucking happen, guys. Because when I tell you, this is good TV, y'all. Very good. Okay. Like literally. Okay. Well, so my partner and me, we are in film, and like my partner is on set right now. He works on set right now he's doing Chicago PD at the moment, but he works in just, he's in the union but he's working behind the scenes. And, he wants to do that. He wants to, make his own movies and all that stuff. So like literally, guys, like, like the thing is like properly done though. Like, you know what I mean? Like it should be done by a burlesque dancer back, or someone that's in the back or knows the culture really, really well. Cause it's like, you want to respect, don't be out here, guys, kind of like making some shit and they don't, Cause the thing is, like, are you familiar with the ballroom scene at all?
I'm slightly familiar, yes.
Slightly familiar, yeah, because like there's a show on HBO Max called
Legendary. Yeah.
Right. So I love ballroom culture as well. Just anything where it's like Black and amazing and just like full of like just sexuality and just being yourself. I'm obsessed with. So like literally, like I had a whole episode on like called Legendary, and I had my my friend on who's gay, and he used to be in the ballroom culture himself, and he's Latino. But like he was saying he didn't really like it because he didn't feel like it was real ballroom, and he was just kind of, but I was excited to just see ballroom on that big platform. Like, HBO Max, you know what I mean? I was just like, that just gave me joy. So, I want to see that for the burlesque community, but again, done correctly. So,
exactly. And my biggest fear would be if we were to do a show like that, it would be like Dita Von Teese presents burlesque, which isn't burlesque,
and which probably has the most chance at actually being a thing because of her name, right? Like regular, like people that don't even really follow the burlesque, they even know her name, right? It's like right. I hear you, girl. I hear you. So like, yeah. Well, we'll see. You never know. Like, you just never know. Like, as society gets more, open-minded,
wilder things have happened.
True. Look at us right now, girl. The world is a scary motherfucking place. Okay.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, but basically, you're doing. By the way, are you a mother? Do you have kids or?
No. Okay. I am an auntie to the world.
Me too, girl. Auntie all day. All day. That is me as well.
I'm very happy to be around kids, dispense tons of advice. Take people shopping, do that kind of thing, and then drop y'all right the fuck back home.
Okay. Girl, because the work.
I honor and appreciate all parents who do that shit. It is intense. That's how I know it's not for me.
Okay. When I tell you we bow down, I'm so much respect. Mothers, fathers, parents out there.
That's how I know it is not for me. We turn on.
Okay.
I'm like that because I'm like, I know me, and I know me. Be like, nah, I'm good.
Right? You're like, miss me with that shit. Okay. Well, yes. We got the lights on. Yeah. You know what? Because and it's crazy because as the sun like sets too, like that's why I still have to have lighting in here. Because if lighting is off, then I'm like, okay, as the sun's setting, yeah, it is what it is. Don't worry. We can edit this all out, so don't you worry.
Perfect. We're good to go.
Cute. Well, literally, so guys, Shimmy LaRoux will be in Chicago performing. She is local. So I didn't know if you were local here, if you lived in Houston, because you had both on your bio. So I just, I never know like where.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So she's here in Chicago. She's local. And she performed. This is her home base. So if you are in Chicago, and you can see her perform coming up at the end of the month, which is on the 25th. I'm sorry. I think you're the 25th that you're performing. Yeah. It's a Friday and I'll be there, guys. So yeah, if you don't have your tickets already, definitely get that. GZ Jukes. It's a good time, y'all. It's a good time. I'll put the link in the show notes. You guys remember G's Louise from the last episode, she was on. So she's amazing. And when I tell you she gives a show, and this time I'm there to just support the performers, like last time I was performing on stage and it's been a while. I do miss it though, Shimmy. I'll tell you, I miss performing. So I'm working on it, girl. I'm working on it,
Getting
on that pole, you know what I'm saying? It burns a little harder these days because
I try dabbling every so often, trying to broaden my skill set. And I'm like, look, y'all. look.
Said, what the hell are y'all doing on this pole? Like,
I can get a couple of things that look real cute, but everything else, I'm like, look, why do my ankles hurt? Why do in between my toes hurt? What is happening right now?
literally, it's a full body bullshit workout. I was like, it's amazing, but at the same time, it's work. Like I was getting on that pole again. I'm like, I'm sore. I'm like, oh my God. So adulting, whatever.
Right.
I still have, whatever. But cute. All right. Well, I'm excited to do the next segment with you. But before we do that, let's take a quick little break, give you a chance to get some water or whatever. And then we'll be back for Meditate, Masturbate, and or Medicate.
Yes,
we'll be back.
Yes.
All right. This episode was brought to you by Lost Farm. From the makers of Kiva Confections comes Lost Farm. Strain-specific, plant-based, 10 milligram THC edible gummies and chews infused with what? 100% live resin and solventless live resin for a distinctively full spectrum, true to the plant high. Novices need not apply. Must be 21 or older to consume. And we are back, everyone. And you know what it's time for? It's time for Meditate, Masturbate, or Medicate. Yes. As you guys, if you don't know, this is a segment where we allow our guests, our lovely guests here, Shimmy LaRoux, to choose one or all three or two or whatever you want to choose. And we do a little talking about it. You can choose anything underneath those umbrellas, whether it be masturbation or it could be meditation therapy. You can talk about cannabis because we're all very cannabis friendly here in these streets, but whatever you like to talk about. So I'll leave it to you, Shimmy.
I am a greedy sort of woman, so I want to talk about all three.
Oh, okay, girl. I'm ready. I literally cannot wait to hear what you have to say. All right. So she's choosing all three, y'all. What are we starting with, girl?
Let's start with Masturbate. Let's start with that.
Come on now. Diving right into the juice.
Yes, the good stuff. The good stuff. So, what am I currently using? So, and this is again a small flex, but I'm saying it anyway. Last year I did a co-sponsorship with Fun Factory. Ooh. And they sent me some super amazing products, and I am obsessed with their Volta. So their Volta, it's a clitoris stimulator.
Okay, I'm listening.
But it has like pedals like this. So like imagine almost like duck lips.
So it sucks your clit?
Yes.
I heard of this thing.
And then it vibrates also.
Ooh.
And then you could like change the speeds of the vibration. Now it doesn't really suck very hard, but frankly, you don't need it.
You don't need that, y'all. Men out there, if you're listening, please don't suck our clit the fuck off. Okay, it hurts.
Oh God,
it hurts, guys. It's a very sensitive part of our bodies. Less is more.
I was just about to say, when in doubt, go more gentle.
Yeah.
Like if you're not sure, go more gentle than you think you should.
Yes, and that's for everyone, guys. Guys, women, that is a fact for anyone who is, giving a clitoris stimulation. Go easy, please.
Anytime you're near a clitoris, go easier than you think you need to. Okay.
There you go.
Trust me, those that have them will let you know if you need to go harder. We'll let you know.
Absolutely.
We'll let you know. But I am obsessed with the Volta. And if I forget to charge it, and mind you, like the charging time is forever, but if I forget to charge it and I'm like in the middle of having a really funky good time and it goes down, I'm just like,
that fucking sucks. Oh my God.
My entire day is ruined. Like my day is ruined.
Yeah, dude. And then you gotta wait to charge that bitch. Oh my God.
My day is ruined. I'm mad. I'm just mad for the rest of the day. No matter what else happens, I'm mad.
And in good reason. Like it gave you blue pussy or whatever the fuck. Blue balls, blue pussy.
It did. And I was like, I hate it. This is stupid. This is dumb. I hate it all. Goodbye.
Oh my God. Okay, so Volta. I've never even heard, like I've heard of like these, there's a lot out there. So I'm like, because I'm used to I'm very, very like, give me my crystal wand. And I'm just gonna, because I have a relationship with my wand. So, but I haven't explored with like I've explored with multiple toys in the past, but this one I've been hearing of like more of like these like sucking and like these vibrating for like the clit, and it's like this is petal shape that you said the Volta
it's more like duck lips,
lips.
Yeah, it's like
interesting, guys. I'm gonna put all these in the show notes, guys, so you'll see a photo. The people will see it. So interesting.
Like, it is so funny that like I've had a wand. Actually, I'm just gonna drop the link in the chat here just to make it easy.
Yes, thank you.
That I love toys. Like I have burnt out Hitachi wands. Like I have just like
all your traditional,
where it's just like we're done. It was giving up the ghost. It was like, shit, I can't do anymore. I'm good. I can't do this. I'm out, Shim. I'm out. It's like, okay,
I'm done.
Great. But yeah, I absolutely love toys, and I love playing with different kinds of toys and just kind of different sensations. I'm a pretty tactile person.
Okay.
And
what's your sign? What's your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
You are such a Virgo. Yes. Okay, that makes so much sense. Yes, isn't Beyonce a Virgo?
Yes. Yes, I am. I'm the Virgoest Virgo that ever Virgoed.
Really? What's your rising and your moon and all that?
Moon is Libra, rising is Aquarius.
Moon is Libra, rising is Aquarius. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Like it's interesting. Okay. Yeah, but then you have a sensitive side to you?
Yes.
Like an emotional side a little bit?
Yeah, but no one gets to see that.
Exactly. Nobody, because you're a Virgo as well. Okay.
Exactly. But like, I don't know. We don't do all of that.
Got you. Okay, makes sense. Okay.
But it's so like I love, and again, also being a Virgo, I love kind of the testing and ranking of things. Like which toy is really the best. If I want this experience, what is the best option for this? If I want that experience, what is it? So it's almost spreadsheet level, but I'm not quite there yet.
No, not spreadsheet level.
It's almost there.
No, Shimmy, are you like in bed with the toy? You got to spread. Okay, let me go ahead and write this review down real quick. I can't.
Yeah, my reviews are fantastic. They're fantastic.
I can only imagine. All right, well, we got this Volta. We got this Volta that you're gonna make me try to buy.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Phenomenal. 11 out of 10. Highly recommend.
Wow. All right, y'all. So I'll put that in the show notes so you can see. Cute.
Let's see. What else? Do I use anything? Am I using anything else consistently?
Do you ever use your fingers or no?
I do, but I tend to use it in conjunction with toys.
Got you.
So I just kind of, again, because I like a lot of sensation, so I'll kind of use everything together. But then there's also times and places where you're just like, you know what?
Right.
Here we go. It's time, like right now. Let's go.
Right. Do you watch porn or do you like use your imagination?
I do watch porn. Not as much anymore, which is ironic, but yeah, not as much as I used to, but I do still every so often.
Okay.
But living alone during the pandemic has been fascinating. I won't say good fascinating, but fascinating.
Okay.
I didn't realize how much I was in these streets before the pandemic.
She's in these streets.
I didn't realize it until I wasn't.
Listen,
and I was like, oh.
Ain't no judgment here, girl. You do what you gotta do, okay?
But I'm also very glad for the summer. The streets, they are calling my name. I'm excited to get back out there.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Now, do you date? What do you like? Who do you date? What do you date? Like, what are you into? I
have zero parameters for who I date.
Got you.
I'm not a huge fan of labels or titles or anything, but I just know I don't put any boundaries on who I date.
Come on now. So everybody's got a chance, and that's everyone's like, ooh, let me go ahead and go on her IG and just
I'll get slide into the DMs and be like,
okay,
what? But yeah, okay. I don't put any parameters on that. If you are an interesting and kind and motivated and ambitious person who actually has your shit together, then let's talk.
Love it. And are you single now?
Yes.
Okay. Very cool. Yeah. All right. Cool. How do you feel like dating right now though? Are you currently dating or no?
I'm like dipping my toe into dating. Okay. And it's so weird. It's so weird.
I heard it's the ghetto girl. Oh my God.
Okay. All of the apps are hot garbage. They're all just hot garbage. And people don't know how to act anymore. I think everybody has gone feral. No one knows what to do.
I almost she said feral. Oh my God.
Where it's like you're not even trying to have a conversation. It's like I'm trying to at least get to know you before we like maybe think about hooking up. Like I at least kind of want to know something about you. But it's just like ew, and no one's smooth about it anymore. And like just like all of the worst qualities, especially cis men. Calling y'all out, especially cis men.
Y'all need to learn. They need a seminar.
All of the worst qualities that y'all have aggregated together. Y'all have just decided y'all all decided we're just gonna be trash together. And this is how we're gonna be. It's garbage.
My heart goes out to you, boo, because even if I was single right now, I just wouldn't even do it. I'd just be like, I'm just gonna be at home with my cat and my chickens and my weed. I don't give a fuck. Like I'd be like, this is just I'm good.
You could ask my friends. I have that conversation. It feels like almost every week where I'm like, that's it, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm done. I'm done. And then I'm like, no, all right, I'm gonna give this a try again. No, I'm done.
You're like, the vault. Oh, damn it! I gotta charge the Volta again. Let me go on this app real quick.
You're looking through. You're like, this is garbage.
Oh my God. Well, okay, y'all do better out there. I don't know what to say because Jesus Christ. Well, okay, all right. Well, she's giving us guys like some juicy masturbate segment right here.
Yeah.
That's been juice. I loved it. She was so open. Thank you for being so open, by the way. Just transparent. Like, love it. Sharing.
Life is too short for bullshit. Life is way too short for bullshit.
Amen, y'all. Right? This is who I am. If you don't fucking like it, then don't fucking sponsor it. Whatever.
It's fine.
Right. Seriously. Well, what you got for us for this Medicate segment? I'm curious.
Okay. So, fun fact. I was not able to get high until about 5 years ago.
What do you mean what do you mean not able to?
I mean exactly that. Like I would smoke, I would take edibles, I would do everything, and my body did not have a reaction. It just didn't have a reaction. And I was like, well, apparently this is just not my ministry. Apparently it's just not. But there was a guy that I was dating. His roommate was a baker and had made some edibles, and I just remember it was the 4th of July. And he had made some cookies, and everyone was like, well, we're gonna have these cookies and watch. And I was like, sure, I'll have a cookie. It doesn't matter. And who cares? It's not gonna do anything to me. And he was like, well, why don't you just have like a quarter of a cookie? They're pretty strong. And I'm like, they're not going to do shit. So me being the stubborn, hard-headed mule that I am, ate a whole ass cookie.
Girl, you see my mouth was like, wait a minute, don't tell me she ate the whole fucking cookie.
I did. I ate the whole cookie, and I never watched the fireworks that year because I was laid out on the couch.
I know that's
apparently something unlocked, and I was like, oh, this is what this is like?
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. Thank you. I like this. And so since then, your girl's been on board. She's been on board. I got my med card fairly recently.
Yes.
I got my med card fairly recently. And so that has opened up a world of things. I also lived in Seattle
Oh,
right as they were making it legal, was like right when I was moving to Chicago, and I was like, really, y'all gonna wait? Like, really? Like,
that's bullshit that they leave right when you leave. Come on now. That happened to Jeez Louise actually, because she left Chicago and then they became yeah. She was like
I hate all y'all.
Right.
But every time now, like anytime I go anywhere where it's legal, I definitely sample what I can. And again, because I enjoy a spreadsheet type mentality. I'm like, what's the best thing in each place?
Okay.
You know,
each category, like a little sativa, a little hybrid, a little indica, maybe a little edible, maybe a little flower.
Exactly.
Okay, do you do all? Do you consume?
Yeah. The only thing I don't do as much of is flower, just because the smell stays around in the house long. Okay. But besides that, all cards are on the table.
And vaping is fine for you. Obviously. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah. And I like to have different options for different things at different times.
I don't know, right?
You know, like if I know I'm going to be working for the night, I'm like, let me get something to help with a little focus. And if I'm like, I'm tired of everybody's bullshit, I just want to watch TV, then, you know, I'm just going to get like a hardcore indica. But yeah, I absolutely love it. And I like to think of myself as a collector.
Come on now. You got a weed stash, y'all.
Yeah, I do.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Yeah, I do. Especially with these 2% taxes in Chicago, I do.
Okay, so since you actually are here local, and then that's, you know, and we're in Illinois, guys, and it does really matter, because say Shimmy was over in Seattle, it would be the laws of cannabis and everything. It goes state by state. It's very different in each state. Like I just came back from Portland not too long ago, and you know, it was very when I tell you the weed was so fucking cheap, it was so annoying. I was pissed.
It's maddening. Detroit's the same way.
Yeah, Michigan too, girl. Like
weeks ago, and I was like, "This is rude."
Rude. And then Illinois, fucking $1 billion for a joint. So whatever. Okay, so I'm really curious, because you did say you do you consume in all different ways. And I know I have some cannabis nerds out there that love to talk about cannabis and love to hear about cannabis, especially here in Illinois. So what's your favorite? You say you don't do flower a lot, so I'm not going to dive into flower, but what about vaping? Have you is there a type of you know, company that you really like, or a type of vape you really like?
I do like the, what is the company? I know the strain is Trainwreck. Trainwreck, and that's it's a hybrid, but sativa leaning hybrid.
Okay.
And that one is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, that's the strain that I have been using recently. Okay. Any of the lemon haze family is also very good. I'm also a huge fan of those. I am not brand loyal. I am strain loyal. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, you know, because you mentioned that you did it a different way. However, you seem to be going off, which I love that. I actually love that you like the strains. That means she's done her research, y'all, and she's you've actually looked into the Virgo-iest Virgo that ever heard. Yes. Have you ever seen this one? It's a pen, but it's called Bebo. What? Yeah, she bougie, she fancy or whatever. This is a vape pen. It's 500 milligrams, but yeah, this is like a sativa in that family, gives you like focus and it's got CBG in it, so this is nice. This is what I smoke on, you know, when I'm out and about. So, but I do love flower. Like I'm a flower girl all day. I grow my own weed, so like girl, I'm all in. I love. She's a gift from Mother Earth. Well, we're going to have a conversation offline. We will talk, girl. Don't you worry. I got you. You have no idea. I got you, girl. Don't you worry. Okay, so we like strains. Okay, so that's good. So then you said you like the lemon haze family or the haze family for your sativas. What about your indicas? Is there any like special strains that you really like there? There is. And I'm laughing because I literally am pulling up my latest list of strains that I she has a spreadsheet. She has an Excel sheet with all the different. You are such a Virgo. Oh my God. Well, this is not a spreadsheet. This is just my review list. I'm done. It's probably color coordinated and everything, y'all. It probably is. It kind of is.
see, she just looks like that type. So organized. I can't.
So there is one. Actually, I got this when I was in Detroit, and it is from Good Enough, if you want a brand, but it's the Skywalker OG.
Oh, Skywalker OG. Yeah, that's a good indica. Yeah.
I that's my first time trying it. And I was like, yo,
yeah.
This is great.
Oh my God. Did it make you sleepy though? Or did it just chill you out?
No, it just chilled me out. It just chilled me out. I'm sometimes a little too hyper for life anyway. And so it was just really it was nice just to turn it off for a second.
Right.
That was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful. But yeah, it didn't get sleepy, but it just kind of like chilled me out.
Good. And then were you able to like chill out, watch some TV, just relax?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's so nice.
Yeah. Chilled out, watched TV, ate half a bag of popcorn, like one of the big bags of popcorn. And was like, yeah, this is nice.
That's another thing though. It's like cannabis is like, all right, I love you, but girl, does all of you have to make me eat everything in my fridge? Everything, bitch. Everything.
I've tried to do an in run by buying healthy snacks.
It don't work because I don't want to eat that.
Oh, it doesn't work in the slightest. But this is the story I tell myself. It's like if I buy unsalted popcorn and carrots and hummus and stuff, like if I buy this stuff, when I have the munchies, it'll be fine. But then I'm also digging through, be like, I think I got a bag of M&Ms in here.
And then you be eating the bag of crackers that are in the bottom of the fucking like shelf or some shit. You're like, because you don't want to eat carrots.
No,
you know,
not at all. You're like, and the last thing I want to eat right now is carrots and hummus. I want to eat a bag of chocolate covered cherries. I want the M&Ms. I want the Reese's peanut butter cups.
I want fries. I want potato chips. You know, like I want the good shit. Like it's not fair. Okay. Anyways, munchies are there, guys. We all know we have munchies. But what about hybrids? Do they work for you? Because hybrids don't really work for me as all that great.
No.
Yeah.
They don't, and I think people need to stop lying about hybrids. So it's like a lot of these things that people are calling hybrids are really just indicas, and they just call them what they are.
Well, you know what they say now is that there's been so many with the crossbreeding and everything that it happens so often that like there really isn't any true like everything's a hybrid is what they're saying.
Right.
Everything's a hybrid. I mean, like we know things lean in certain areas, and then the effects pipe energy or sleepiness, whatever. But yeah, they're claiming that right now. But yeah, I agree. Hybrids are just kind of like there for me. Like it's rare if I have a hybrid that I really fuck with,
Yeah, it's just
like yeah. Like I'll either want like a nice sativa. Usually I like a lemony, citrusy notes, that type of thing. Like Jack Herrera is amazing. I love LaRoux. That's like one of my favorite, like super orangey. Yeah,
I haven't tried that.
Oh, Shimmy. If you never got, oh my God. Yeah. Like I can put you on some amazing sativas that I personally fucking love. Like Jack Herrera is like a classique, but then I just got some sour diesel too. That one's nice. That's again, we got the sativa, and then, depending on if you're a THC head, I know it's not just about THC, but that one was testing at like 30. I was like, let me go ahead and get that.
Wow.
Like, yeah. And so literally like, it just depends. And then the indicas too, I'm like a big fan, but like heavy indicas that like at the end of the night, you know what I'm saying? Where you're like, all right, I'm done. You know what I mean? Let me close this computer. Let me just fucking watch this TV. I'm gonna hit a real heavy indica. And yeah, like have you ever heard of the brand here in Illinois? It's called Revolution.
Yes.
Yeah, they have really good. Well, that's right. Oh shit, you're not a flower person though. You said, but you dabble a little bit. You said you depending on the strains.
I still have everything to smoke flower if I would like to.
Right.
I just tend not to.
Well, but you know what? This is me smoking in a flower. However, I feel like most of the strains I would say is transferable to like the oils and distillates. Like it's the same shit. You know what I mean? It all comes from the plant itself. But like Sun King OG, Sun Queen OG, those were like so heavy indicas, super body relaxing, just yeah, girl, yeah. And they have really good stuff, But yeah, I love that you talk cannabis because it's fun to talk about strains and stuff.
Yes. Yeah. And I will openly admit that again, thanks to the pandemic, I have gotten more into cannabis just because it is. Well, I mean, what else are we doing?
Right.
So I am not going to claim that I have a long and deep history. I'm just a nerd about things that I get into. So
right.
I get into it. But I most certainly don't want to present myself as somebody who's like, I know everything about everything. Because
Right. Well, the thing is, like, they're still fucking discovering it because guess what? It's only been like, you know, legal, so to speak, here in Illinois for a couple of years now. But like, yeah, it's still not federally legal yet. So there's still all these studies and like, you know, it's just like you know, it's still a new thing. It's exciting because it's like we're still learning and it's like they don't know everything. And now we're breaking down cannabinoids like CBG and CBN, and it gets really like fun.
And that is all super fascinating for me, just looking at like the difference between CBG and CBN and CBD. And then you're just like, wow, this is fascinating, like trying to figure out like how Delta 8 works versus like the Delta 9 and just like how all of that works together. And I was like, well, okay, like it's all very fascinating. And to begin, because I am a curious mind, I'm like, well, now I need to try them all because I just need to know what they do.
She's like, well, I'm very inquisitive. She's like, I'm gonna find the fuck out. I know that's right. Yeah, like, and cannabis can be, and like you said, the whole deltas, that's something that I'm still I don't really understand that still. I'm actually gonna find somebody on that I know that knows really a lot about that. I'm gonna have them on the show because I really need someone to break that down to me too.
Right,
it's confusing.
It
like
super is.
Yeah, no, I agree. Cute. That was a cute Medicate segment. I like that because, you know, she a cannabis nerd like us, y'all. She love her some cannabis. I'm excited.
Yes, I do.
All right. But what about Meditate? What you got for Meditate?
So Meditate, I have been reconnecting with my spirituality and like reconnecting with just who the fuck I actually am. And like, and not in the whole vibes kind of way. You know, there's no TikTok tarot readings or anything like that.
I'm done. No, she did. Yo, I'm fucking done.
It's true. Like you see those and you're like, how you gonna tell somebody who doesn't have anybody that your partner's coming back to you? Who partner? Who?
Yo, if I get one more tarot spam in my motherfucking DMs talking about I will read your palm or read your fucking tarot for like $10, I'm like, leave me alone.
No, I'm good. Thanks for asking. I'm real good, but thank you. But no. I appreciate your hustle, but no.
Okay, right. Like, the scammers, yo.
But just like very, very simple things like actually lighting a candle in the morning. How do you center yourself? What is the energy that you actually want to put out for the day? You know, I do believe that words are power, not necessarily in like the whole secret kind of way, but if you tell yourself something long enough, you'll start to behave in a way that actually does make it real. Yeah. So how are you kinder to yourself? How are you kinder to those around you? How do you start to unpack and unlearn a lot of the bullshit that we were taught, especially as Black people and doubly especially as Black women, all of the things that we've been told all of our lives that just aren't true.
Right.
It just aren't true. So how do you start to unpack that? I tell people all the time, my goal is to walk around, and I've amended it slightly, but my goal is to walk around with the confidence of a slightly above average, mediocre white man.
Oh my God. I can only aspire. Okay.
Right. Like that. I mean, Trevor, Jason, Mike, and Chris have the level of confidence that I just want to aspire to having, because I know unlike them, I actually have the juice to back it up.
Okay.
But I want to be able to have that boldness. And so that requires me centering myself, reminding myself who the fuck I actually am.
Love it.
And walking through the world that way. And so I think that that's something that we all need to do, especially if you're from someone who's from a marginalized community. It is important to take that time at the beginning and end of the day just to figure out what the fuck are you going to do that day? Who are you going to be today?
I love that. I love that so much because it really makes a fucking difference. Because it's like again, I feel like it takes so much. I mean, right now, the world is a scary place. We know that there's a lot going on, possibly on the brink of a third world war, which is fucking terrifying, right?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
like terrifying. Like what a world we live in. We're still in a Penderosa,
Exactly.
a Panasonic, whatever you want to fucking call it. The ghetto, okay? And so literally like to like if you like go out there, right? And you're Trevor, basic white dude from fucking whoever, Kansas or whatever the fuck, and you get up and you choose mess and you just walk around with this scowl on your face, bringing like fucking just wreaking havoc to everybody around you that crosses your path, whether you're going to the grocery store and you're just an asshole, to the cashier or whatever, it's like, why are you like wake up every day and don't choose mess? How about that? Like, choose positivity, like do something nice for someone, like,
Exactly.
like I feel like now in the world with everything going, like it's probably sits a little bit even like it resonates with people even more if you do that.
Yes,
so.
Absolutely. And also, and like, and there's no need to also be so like happy clappy to the point that you don't feel and acknowledge the fact that shit is scary right now. The entire world feels like it's on the brink of just falling apart. Like everything feels like it's on the brink of just falling completely apart.
Like we're teetering right now. Like we're at the edge of the cliff, and it's like, is it gonna?
Maybe do we? I don't know. But that's it's okay to recognize that, and it's okay to say shit's really real right now, and I'm scared, and I'm tired, and I'm burnt out, and I'm grieving, and this is bullshit. It is okay to say all of those things. It's also okay to find joy where you can. Like being on this podcast with you has been such a joy. And so I'm going to revel in that. I'm going to revel in the fact that, I am going to get high as balls after I get off of here. I'm going to get like reading Rainbow high after this.
Come on now.
Great.
Reading Kimbo.
Butterfly in the sky high. That's high.
Y'all, crazy. Come get her. I'm done. Girl, you are a fucking riot. Can you imagine this amazing human being on stage, guys, performing, giving you this, but in a performance and showing skin, titties and shit? Come on now.
It's a good time for everybody, y'all. It's a good time for everybody.
Yes. 100,000%. I thank you for that, Shimmy, because like I don't know how many. I feel like we need to hear it. We need to say it. We need to, because before the pandemic, which I do thank the pandemic so much, for allowing people to be more transparent and just kind of be more like, hey, I'm not okay today, or like, and allowing that, because the thing is like, what happened? Like a lot of people had to work from home. Their fucking kids are running around screaming, and they're trying to have a serious conference call via Zoom. How the fuck are you gonna do that when the train's going by and it's loud as shit? You got your dog barking because the door's open. How? So people just decided to give. You can't. People just decided we're like, you know what? We're gonna give each other grace and laugh about it, because it's like this is the times we live in. So I shout out to that being the new narrative, because I hated that fake bullshit that we always had to pull before. I hated it.
Exactly. And I tell clients, I feel like I tell everybody this at this point, is that the one thing. Well, I tell people two things. The one thing is we need to give each other grace and space.
Right.
Give each other grace and space, because you know what? This shit is really fucking hard right now.
Right.
It's really fucking hard. I also think that the theme for 2022 right now is I'm doing the best I fucking can right now, okay?
Okay.
Okay. I'm doing the fucking best I can.
I'm trying.
So...
Fuck.
And sometimes that means you're gonna get what you're gonna get, because this is all I could give you right now. Okay.
Right.
So just know what it is.
Listen. And I think the pandemic actually gave people like a little bit like, okay, some people that might have not have been like, fuck it, I don't give a shit. You do it. You turn in the paper. I don't give a shit when it's. Now they're probably like, you know what?
You're right.
I get it. You know what I'm saying? All right. Like, which I pray and hope that that's the case, but maybe not for everybody, because there are people that are still hateful and evil out in the world. So fuck y'all.
Right. Seriously.
Right.
Again, you do realize we're all doing the fucking best we can right now, right? Like y'all, you realize that, right?
Right.
Okay, just checking.
Right. Like literally a lot of like I'm just, at this point, I wake up, like you said, like, I love that you said you're going to find your joy. Because that's how I'm living my day to day, is like, I wake up every day, and even though I work, I do this, I do that, I do the podcast, we do everything, all these things, I still try to find joy in everything, in every single day, whether that's getting on the pole and doing a little session, or dancing to Just Dance, like my little nerdy game that I like to dance to.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, girl, such a nerd. I love that game. Or playing with my cat outside, or my chickens outside. Like, it's just like those little joys I need to find every single day. Because when I tell you, if you let the world just like sit their fat ass on top of you and like you can't breathe, like, she'll do it, and she'll suffocate
In
the
a
shit out of you.
heartbeat.
Okay.
In a heartbeat, and will happily destroy you.
Right.
Just will happily destroy you. And I'm sorry. And again, maybe this is where my white boy hubris is coming in, but I'm sorry. I am too fucking amazing to go out like that.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I am. And I know too many people around me in my life and in my circle who are also too fucking amazing to go out like that. So you know what? Not doing it.
Okay. Like, first of all, just shout out to just you, and like just being a proud, strong, confident, beautiful Black woman. Like, let me just say that. Because I'm obsessed with us. Like, I am. Like, I just like, and it's so funny because now in this new world, like, I feel like in the past, like, I might have been a little apprehensive to reach out to like some women, like just because like back in the day it was such as cutthroat, like there's only one opportunity and I'm gonna cut you to get to that one opportunity, right?
Yes.
Right now, I feel like there's a little bit more of like, oh, but sis, let me help you. Let me put you here. Let me guide you there. You know, sis, you look sexy today, girl. You're wearing that fucking shirt. Like, whatever it is, like we need more of that, because it's like, I'm so sick and tired of us tearing each other down. For what? That's what white people want. That's what they want.
Exactly. Oh, in a heartbeat, because if we tear each other down, that's one less thing they have to do.
They don't got to do it because we already did it for them.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, no, I refuse to give y'all that work for free. I refuse to do it. You're gonna have to come for us. I'm not giving that to you. You're gonna have to come for us.
Racist white people, y'all can suck it, okay? Because we know our worth at this point. Y'all didn't try to take that away from us. We know our worth.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We're getting hip to what the fuck y'all been trying to do. Okay. It's not gonna work anymore. Nope. Shimmy, you have been fucking incredible, you guys. Did you not love her? I love her. I just do. I really do. And I just thank you so much for being on the show, for your transparency, for your amazingness, for being Playboy Denmark Playmate January 2022, Miss Burlesque World 2022, the number 37 burlesque performer in the world. Okay. All right. I just had to throw that back out there because I just love it. It's in her bio, guys, and it's sickening. I love it. And just being, just an overall like good person. I could just see good people. And I know you're just like ultimately just like you said, you're just trying your best out in these streets, being a good person that likes to show a titty here and there. You know?
Let me show a titty. Let me show a butt cheek. I mean, just let's do that, and then let's kiki afterwards. It's a good time. Okay,
smoke a little weed, eat a little edible. Why not? Right?
Yes. Okay. Yes. Let's just do it all. Let's do it all. We have one go round in this version of our lives. So you know what? Let's actually do it right.
I fucking love it. I fucking live. At this point, guys, so where can we find you? Are there any other shows that you're performing in that you need to let us know about?
Yes. So locally, I am all around Chicago. The best way to find out where I'm going to be is to follow me on Instagram at Shimmy LaRoux. It's the best place to find out, but I am literally all over the city in Chicago. Also, I will be in Vegas. Actually, April, I'm kind of, oh God, I think I'm on tour in April. I just realized that April is kind of a tour for me. Girl. I just realized that. So April 13th, I will be in Vegas for the Bunny Bash. I am actually hosting a competition of feature showgirls at the Deja Vu headquarters in Las Vegas. Yes, I am hosting that event. I'm extremely excited about that. Later on that week, I am competing for Viva Miss Las Vegas.
Oh, I saw your shoes on Instagram.
Yes. Yeah, okay, so like the shoes are finally in, so I'm very excited. The last costume piece is in. Yay. So all of my pieces are in. I'm very excited. So that's also April. And then I am doing a short tour of Seattle and Portland in mid-April. And then I'm ending April in Iowa City, Iowa. So I will be
wow, you busy.
all over the place in April. Yeah. So yeah,
Busy.
so have laptop, we'll travel.
Okay, I know that's right. Because I'm like, you guys, you heard her schedule. Okay.
Yes,
And again,
yes,
we'll put all this in the show notes so they can find
Yes.
you. And then, you know, her link tree is in her Instagram page. So you can kind of see, she'll give a kind of, you know, she'll give out her tour dates and things and where you guys can see her. And then, of course, if you're in Chicago, she's going to be in the Jeezy Juke. Yeah, Jeezy Juke's coming up. So, you know, that's Jeez Louise's show that she's got. And, you know, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there supporting you. I'm going to be paying you, girl. I'm going to be making it rain on you. Okay. Thank you again. You have been amazing. And I just love the community. I just love also too, like that burlesque and pole dancers and just in general, like we can kind of like see each other, you know, cause I'm just not here for catty shit. Like we're all just out here just expressing ourselves. Who cares if it's a pole or not, or even if you just dance like on your own, or if you know, use a hoop or a silk or whatever, it doesn't matter, you know.
We're all sisters from the same family.
There you go.
I need us to remember that sometimes. So we are all sisters from the same family.
Absolutely. Just trying to be out here showing a titty or an ass cheek. Okay. And with that, guys, thank you again for tuning in to Kimbology. As always, you know, you can always reach out at kimbologypodcast@gmail.com. Leave a comment or subscribe or rate us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts now, guys. So Spotify has now allowed you to rate. So rate your girl, okay? We just also hit a milestone, Shimmy. We did 10,000 downloads. Yes, 10,000 downloads. So you guys are the shit for listening. Thank you again for supporting your girl here. And, you know, I have so many big plans for Kimbology events myself, which Shimmy, I would love. Where I'm working on a anniversary event here in Chicago in August. So I'll get you all tuned in, because I'm like, I want performers there. And of course, you know, I would love to, you know, have you there too. So working out the logistics now, but that's something that we're working on. So we'll keep you guys posted. And yeah, thank you again. And as always, guys, love, peace, and chicken grease. How about that?
Yes.
Bye.